And then there's just one last one. It's a South African production. It's called. Pardon?
Local is lekker.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll show you guys just now. I thought we should just do something like that because we always do American or other stuff. Yeah. So How to Ruin Love. I'm assuming it's gonna be a mini series. It's basically a spin-off of How to Ruin Christmas. So basically every year, except for last year, Netflix has been pushing this How to Ruin stuff.
I
Every
love
year.
it.
There's been How to Ruin Christmas, and then what was the next one? How to Ruin a Funeral, right? And then the other one was like How to Ruin a Baby Shower or something. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so now this one is like a spin-off, meaning the main character, most of the main characters are not here. It's just the two main characters from the previous one that have, I guess, friends who are now falling in love or something like that. Like one of the characters is probably their friend, and then it's called How to Ruin Love. So basically, according to News 24, it says, because yeah, these two are basically the main characters from the previous one. They're a couple. Zuko, I think you would remember them. They are the ones that got married in the first one. So it says after giving last year's festive season a miss, the viewer favorite Netflix franchise How to Ruin returns with its first ever spin-off next month. So it's coming out on the 31st of May. And it's called How to Ruin Love: The Proposal. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer.
No, I didn't catch this one because I was in the middle of something else, but I'll probably try and catch it. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
the one that I watched on Netflix, was it How to No,
Ruin
that was
Christmas
something else. I think that was
with
something
did
else.
it have a goat called a sheep called Succulent or a goat?
No, 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 no,
A
no.
goat,
You know what I
succulent.
watched? No, I'm thinking about Zulu Wedding, so never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never
So
mind.
this
I
is the
know succulent is the one.
this is the
How do you
cast,
call a
by the
goat
way.
succulent and then you don't want to eat it? Like, come on.
Yeah.
The name literally says "eat me."
So you guys say you guys are saying that this one is or How to Ruin Christmas was a good one, because when I saw
It,
the
it,
trailer,
it, it was funny. It was definitely funny. And it's a mini
I
series.
enjoyed How to Ruin Christmas,
okay,
Yeah.
maybe
but
I'll give it a chance
the
because
main
when I saw
actress
it, it
passed away.
felt
That's why they didn't.
Do it
oh
last year, no? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I think they
what's her name
pivoted to
again?
make
Something Lirai.
yes. But I think
She
that's why they
passed away.
pivoted to make these two the main characters since the main character now passed away. If that makes sense.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean you have people like Tina Japa here, you have Tando Tavete,
mm.
um
I'll give it a shot because like I think the thing is
Stu
like
Mocha.
when we look at our local actors, a lot of these guys are just tired because they're in weekly soapies, and the writers are tired also.
Right.
So you get very tired performances in these things where it's like nobody cares about what's going in here really. It's like, oh, okay, this I was cheating with this one, and I mean we don't get, Forrester levels of craziness or whatever, but you do get like, oh, okay, I was cheating on this one, or okay, my plot is now I have AIDS or something, or my plot is
I'm
the
a Nyope
ancestors
boy.
or
Yeah,
the ancestors have cursed me and my
right,
toilet is clogged
Classics.
right.
and all of that stuff.
Wow. Wow.
AIDS, curses, and tribes.
Yeah, I mean it seems like
Mm.
that's been the quota for a while though, if we're being honest.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because
Or apartheid.
we've narrowed our thing so much.
Yeah.
And then when we do get it, and also I think the other issue that we have is because we usually have like one chance to do it, so we try to do also too many things.
Right.
It's that thing where this is your one chance, so now you make a potjie instead of just making a braai, making a whatever.
Right.
So that's also what happens with these things. And then my biggest pet peeve with South African movies is continuity of the
Mm,
story,
mm,
um, and
Soapies,
then
there's no continuity there, chief.
development of the story. Like I will
right.
literally, like someone will come. I can't remember which movie I was watching, but it was a South African one. It was these friends. It was with Tapelo Mokoena, and they go to like a game farm or something.
Mm.
And then this guy, they literally drop a bomb that oh yeah, the baby's yours. It's not my husband's. This woman was married to this guy since like college, and then they dropped a bomb that yeah, the baby is not his, it's yours. And
Right.
then nothing happens with that. Like like the guy goes on like a walk. He just found out he's a father. He goes on a walk. He's
And
like, oh
that's
my
it.
god, I'm a father, and that's it. Like the husband doesn't yell at her. Like, oh, I think the husband knew.
Right.
So like, but not like nothing comes of it. I mean, you cannot drop a nuclear bomb and then it
I
just
mean, my experience with
Yeah,
like
it's
South
that bomb under the
African,
table thing.
yeah, I'm saying my
yeah.
experience with South African movies is what's this is when I went to go see Zulu Wedding, and I was really going to go support. And I'll tell you now that whoever wrote that movie, yo, I don't think they cared about any of the characters in there because the
It
Black
felt like
Americans, because the
like
Black
a
Americans were like the most like you, I don't know if racism is the word, but it was close to it. Like, like, and then also like the guy who's supposed to be a good guy in there or the good American in there, he's just as ignorant as his American friend. And like the American friend was like bowing at the airport, and he was like, we are in Africa now or something, and it was like.
And that's the thing. They like to play into stereotypes. They
It's
don't
like
yeah,
just come
you know,
in like
let me
sometimes
ride the zebras, and it's like, dog, you literally
sometimes
came in a car. Like, come on.
sometimes South African comedy is way too slapstick. Like, just because you're a comedian doesn't mean you have to like your eyes don't have to pop out every time. Have you ever seen like South African comedies posters, dog? They're always like,
Yeah.
this is not funny, dog. And then now you're doing this in movies now. Hey, yeah, how about we go outside and dog? There's nothing funny about this.
And the thing is, right, there could be a space for it, right? Because I don't know if you guys have watched Japanese stuff. Sometimes they can be exaggerated as well, like to the point where they even do the animes. I even watched one where I swear to God, I forgot what it was called, but they did the anime style falling down when someone says something ridiculous. Like an entire classroom full of people went like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
But
it
they
can
but
work.
they have a smart way of doing it though. It doesn't always seem like it's exaggerated, if that makes sense. Even if the scene is exaggerated, you don't see someone like unless if they're really like
Okay, I know what you
surprised.
mean. But
If
I
No,
if
see
you
but
know what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
like what I think is that it's just that like because when you see these actors in other places, like they blow you away. Like when you see them in theater and everything, you're just like, where was this
Oh
on
yeah.
this? And it's just like, yeah, no, I mean like if you're tired and you're doing something week in and week out, and like as a writer also you have to write this thing week to week, you're not necessarily gonna care about continuity, especially if people just continue watching.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
I
we
was
get to something like Netflix, like that's why streaming is so good. Like that's why like South African actors and producers and things really need to take advantage of like this streaming thing, because when you have a format like that or whatever, you can like drop month to month, and then you can make something that's really good and really like exercise the talents of
Bro,
these writers and
Queen
actors.
Sono. Queen Sono was amazing.
No,
Like,
I'm saying like this thing that I'm talking about now, Heart of the Hunter. Like, I mean, even the ending, I will say, like, just a quick spoiler alert, the ending felt a little bit rushed, but you get to see that, like, these actors really care about this material, and the guy who's writing it, even if it's a generic plot, like, they're really writing, like, the material for this generic plot, like, they're
right,
invested in what they're doing.
right. Even
Like,
in number was good.
yeah,
I
so
do
it's
get
just
what
like,
you're saying.
yeah,
well, the
so I'm,
first one, not
yeah.
the one that dropped on Netflix.
I like the one on Netflix. I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch the first
Uh,
one, so
Anyway, I'm
maybe that's
saying
why. Maybe that's why.
yeah,
yeah.
anyway, I'm saying it's never been a lack of talent or anything. I always think it's just been the way that South African media has been set up. It's just like it's going to exhaust the actors, it's going to exhaust the
It's too,
writers.
yeah, we
Right.
too
That's one.
soapy
I think
based.
that's crazy because if you think about it, why do we keep repeating so many actors that they can get tired in the first place? Why am I seeing one actor 75 times?
Do you think it's gatekeeping?
Yes, absolutely. Look at
Yes, it is.
the half the cast of Generations. I've seen them 56 times. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
or at least
Right.
school generations.
Right.
Our Mokhale guys, Connie
Right.
Ferguson's.
Right.
Like,
But those two people that you mentioned, to be fair, in their defense, they produce their own things as well.
true,
That's to be fair.
true.
But I
are
do
they?
get what you're saying. Yeah.
No, but let's not forget they're not producing it with their own money. That's government contracts. 90% of the stuff that comes out, if Netflix isn't paying it out their own pocket, the government's paying it out their own pocket.
Not all of them, but I do get what you mean.
No,
You're right.
many
Yes.
of them though, more than you think. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. But
You'd
like
be
I said,
surprised.
Government-
they
You'd
have
be
to meet the
surprised.
quota though.
Government
If-
is
if-
government is out here funding
Oh, yeah.
funding these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it goes back to what we said about the quota though. You have to meet that quota of the things that we listed.
Yeah.
Whether it's apartheid or whether
Yes.
it's AIDS or whatever.
Oh, so we can't get no superheroes. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. What you're
Edo,
saying.
you won't see a movie called Friday, like a Friday, a movie about Friday.
Fiction. I want a Pulp Fiction. I want a Friday. I want a Gravity.
You
I
won't find those. Arrival.
Have you noticed? Yeah, that's why most of our stories, it's always like it's tsotsi. It's
Mm.
it's
Sarafin.
very few Sarafin. It's very few of our movies are just like what was that
Friday.
wedding one? The one with Tau and Kenneth.
White Wedding.
White Wedding.
Yeah, the white wedding. It's very few. Just like dude going to his wedding and his homie doing shenanigans,
And
and
it's a
he's
road
just trying
trip.
to.
Yeah.
It's a road trip.
Euro
There's very
trip,
few
yeah.
of those ones.
Yeah. We're never gonna get
There's
Scotty.
very few of those ones. They always, for lack of a better word, I can't think of the proper. They're always message based.
But I think that's why Netflix saw a gap and now it's funding these South African productions.
Yeah, and they can fill it. 100%.
Hmm.
But do you get my problem though? If the government is funding all these projects, right, or at least sponsoring them, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll pay half, and then you have to
Yes.
get the money, right?
Right.
So then how can we keep seeing the same actors when one source is the one handing out the money?
But remember, sometimes you need. Okay, that's a good question. But sometimes you need a crowd puller, right?
Oh,
So obviously you
Then
will
get
find someone.
one. Don't
But
get the
just-
whole cost. Get
but
like
just
one.
argue that the crowd pullers don't work. Buckmeister made a compelling argument that crowd pullers don't work anymore.
Right.
And I don't think in South Africa specifically, outside of the Sobi base, I don't think that works. I
Yeah.
don't think we have actors where, oh, this guy's a scientist, I'm gonna go see this movie. Oh, this guy's a what's this? This guy's a pilot. I'm gonna go see. Like Will Smith in one movie, he was fighting robot revolutions. In another movie, he's a dad just trying to get a job in pursuit of happiness.
You know,
And like people will be like, "Oh, Will Smith is in that. I'm gonna go." I don't think we have those types of actors. Like I think it's supposed to be based on the IP. Now, when it comes to how we consume media, especially when it comes to SABC, like SABC doesn't they do a lot of safe things, if you get what I'm saying. Like that's why a lot of stuff repeats. Like a lot of soapies, like Isidingo, Muvango, you can find the same plot lines in all of these things. And even if some of the actors
But
are better,
Isudingo was pushing.
Isidingo was. Yeah.
Isidingo did, but like there's a point where it became repetish as well, to the point
That's
where it
true.
was just like, well, okay,
That's
now it's
Well,
the
it's a
now it's the
soapy. There's no way it won't be
Yeah,
able to.
I'm saying now there's the Zamdeles again, and it's this guy with the gold again, and it's like it's the same stuff again, and like that's what I'm saying.
No, I
Like we
think,
get
yeah, you're right.
yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyway, sorry. My just to finish up my point. My point is that these production companies never also take chances with the stuff that they make, or they never try to consolidate something and let's say, okay, let's make a season of this, and then we take
Right.
it off the air. It's always
Right.
got to be this has to
Oh,
keep
it's
going.
soapy. Oh God, we're so soapy drunk in this country.
Yes.
That's why when Yuzu dropped, it went so crazy. That's
was a
why when
game changer.
Gazlam dropped,
Yeah.
it went
Right.
so crazy.
Zone
That's why
14.
when Zone 14, remember Zone
We're
14 before it
mentioning
became a
bomb
soapy.
production stuff, by the way.
Before it became a
Yeah.
soapy, Zone 14 it dropped. That's why it was fire. That's why these things we looked forward to them because
Right.
the story ended. We never got bored. And then the writers never ran out of material. They had enough time to think of
They
something.
were realistic.
Okay.
as well. Hmm.
Yeah, they were like, okay, this season we are dealing with cheating, and then cheating. Next season we are dealing with fraud.
Yeah.
Next season we are dealing. So they had enough time then to also research. Hey man, tell me the story of cheating. Tell me the story of fraud. So when they brought it off, it wasn't just, oh, it's fraud, and then they and then they like the fraud is done on an Excel sheet, and you're like, but it's on the phone, and you're like, you know,
Yeah, I think one of the
because
problems.
they had enough time to prepare for it.
Yeah, I think one of the problems is that in a lot of other countries, not just America, but like European countries, and I would even argue some South American countries,
Yeah.
a soap opera is where you start, whereas like us in South Africa, a soap opera is where you end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's like where you
It's where you
retire,
start,
basically.
you middle, and you end.
yes. For us, it's
Like
the
I'm saying, like for example, guys, like I'm really praying, like what's this? Bonko Koza really impressed me in Heart of the Hunter. So I'm just like, this guy has like the potential to be like an action hero. Like if you want to make
A
like an
global
action,
star. Right.
yeah, like if you want to make like an action dude who can like do stuff action wise, or I mean, he can do other things as well. Like it's not even that he's just an action dude, but like you got a potential to make a like a multifaceted star. Like it's not going to be the era of stars where it's just like, okay, Bonko Koza is in this, and
He's
people are
not
going to go
typecast.
see
You don't
this.
want him to be typecast, basically.
But I'm saying he can be a guy where you can have like he can have a draw, he can have a pull, he can do something. And it's just like that's why you need to start putting him in like more projects and stuff like that. You need to start building these actors and start taking chances and start doing the weird stuff and start letting like the weird anime South African kids take that weirdness and start producing stuff.
Yes.
Like
Let
like
us
I'm saying, like
in.
yeah,
We
that's the thing. Like
squeezing in more in the
Yeah,
street.
someone said, have you noticed like in South African adverts, like we're always dancing. Omo.
Why are you
Everything, dog.
dancing for Omo?
Colgate.
Why are you dancing for Colgate? Why I have never in my life, in all my joining life, seen a woman dancing alimodi perioding. Like, why is she dancing?
yeah.
Omodi-
Hey, dog. Like
No, but like also just but what's this in not in defense of, but I'm saying like if you look at some South African adverts, like especially like some Nando stuff, like you get to see these
right,
guys if they took this and
right,
made it something, like you can
right,
see there's already like a great idea here. Like if you took this and made it something.
the
right.
Nando's team are the most creative filmmakers in South Africa. No doubt about that.
I
towards
mean,
black
100%.
issues, but when it's the
Even
DA
the
and all those
alcohol,
other guys, they are very quiet.
even the alcohol guys though. You know, some of the
yeah,
beer
no,
ads that we used to
some
do.
of them are like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of these comedians also you get to see like these guys could actually make like a full on comedian series. But like the ideas in these adverts are so out there, but it's like you only get like 2 seconds of it, or you're gonna get like 3 seconds of it, or whatever.
But it's
And it's just
millions
like,
that are spent
I
in those
mean,
2 seconds.
why haven't we had another Pure Monate? We had Pure Monate, it was doing well, and
no,
then
and then I
the
mean
powers
also
that
like even
be,
even late night news was also really good.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
like they and then
But it was the
like
Puma, not the guys, by the
The
way.
late 90s stand-up comedians ruled the world, dog. Ruled South Africa. That pure Monati period. I remember
Yeah.
Eminem was pulling out TV shows that were
Yes.
basically run by stand-up comedians. And you can kind of tell when a TV show is written by a stand-up comedian. Same thing with that other one, ETV, Save Our Souls.
Yeah,
That was
SOS. SOS was really good,
that was
man.
written
like,
by stand-up
and
comedians.
also, yeah, what
With
happened to those things?
with Dopey.
We used to have soapies. What's
But
that
that's
one?
when that's
There
when
was
ETV
Dopey, Yeah, my
was still
name is
fresh.
Dopey Shablala.
Yeah, I remember
That shit
Dopey
was
would come in
hilarious.
the window. He would come in through the window, dog, even though the door is open.
Yeah,
He would
Yes.
yeah.
no, I'm saying the thing is, right, like with this Netflix model, getting back to this spin-off thing. And again, if you guys are saying that that other one is really good, I'll give it a look see. Just because like in general when I saw it was like family shenanigans, family dramas and all of
yes,
that
yo,
stuff.
lots
And
of
it's just
drama.
like and not personally, I'm tired of drama because it feels like not even like it feels manufactured. It's just there's a lot of it, and people think this is how life should be. And I'm just like, dog, that's a lot of energy
Right.
for like I imagine every day now you're plotting on your cousin, and your cousin is plotting on your sister, and then your sister's plotting on you, and
No, but fortunately it's not that. It's just more like dysfunctional family trying
yeah,
to
but
make something work.
I'm saying also even like sometimes it's like, does every family have to be dysfunctional? Every one of them. Like, I mean, my family is not great, but I feel like we function. Like,
But would you really watch a movie of a perfect family though? What's to watch then?
No,
What
perfect
would
is
you?
perfect is
But
a
there
stretch.
is no
Lost in
perfect
how many
family
seasons?
though.
No, but perfect is a stretch. But I'm saying, like, when we get into the drama and people like, the drama is extra. It's not even like this is not regular. This is not like normal, but people will
melodrama.
treat it, yeah, people will treat it as normal,
Yeah,
And it's
Mm.
like,
And yeah. And
Okay.
melodrama. That is the correct word for
yeah, the
it. Like we
Cosby's,
love that's and that's why I think our
family.
soapies are forever making so much money. Like I mean, um, Scandal,
oh
Generations,
Lord.
Scheme Some, Uzalo are still like they're in the top five
Mobile.
most top 10 most watched things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Movango, they're still top 10.
Dog, the time slot from
I haven't watched
six until half past nine.
Generations
It's
in
all
years.
people's
I couldn't
families.
tell you who's on there right now.
Yep, same.
Yeah, same here.
That's why I cut the cord a long time ago, bro. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like I'm saying again, for me, like melodrama and like drama, just drama in general, where it has to be like not even manufactured, but like it's just like, oh, this is a lot. Like
Astro.
Mm.
Yeah.
let me go back to my Rasengan because I don't need to hear about this
I mean, there's
woman's.
drama in Naruto, but I do get what you mean.
Hey, One Piece is like 20 years old, but at least he's going somewhere. He's looking for something.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah. And also like when you get into the drama in there, the drama gets dealt with and resolved eventually. Like
Mm.
it feels like in a lot of
It's
these
talk,
things
it's talk no jutsu out.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, like for me, it's just whenever I see like if I see a comedy and it's supposed to be funny or whatever, I'd like it to be like funny and then resolve itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dealing with just drama end type of thing because I'm like, that's not what people are. Like, let's stop this nonsense that we're all just dramatic for the sake of dramatics. No.
Mm. Okay, guys. So basically, we might give it a shot. We might give the movie a shot or the series a shot,
Yeah.
and we'll probably let you guys know what we think about it. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are you looking forward to this? I mean, it's a bit late. Maybe this could have been released in February during Valentine's times, but hey,
Yes, that would have been a
you know,
perfect
That would
time.
probably would have been better.
yeah.
just a Netflix series for us or a movie. Suggest one for us, and we'll we'll watch it maybe.
Oh yeah. Please
Something
suggest a
local.
Netflix movie
Yeah.
for us to watch. South African preferably because we.
Ikyala la Mawele, guys. That's the one you need to watch.
What the hell is that? All
That
right,
is the
guys.
most gangster issue we'll ever see, dog.
Okay, guys.